Greetings, world. We are Anonymous. Today we are here to shed light on a conspiracy that attacks the very foundation of Bitcoin and our judicial system. A case where systemic corruption and deceit have tainted the pursuit of truth. We speak of Ross Ulbricht, the founder of the Silk Road, a man whose story has been marred by a web of lies and manipulation, all too familiar in a system that seems more interested in preserving its own power than upholding fairness. The tale of Ross Ulbricht has been distorted and sensationalized, most notably by the claims that he orchestrated murder-for-hire plots against 6 individuals. This allegation, prominently featured in the book American Kingpin, has become the primary focus for many, overshadowing the broader context of the case. However, we must expose the truth behind these claims and reveal how Ross was railroaded into an unjust fate. In 2013, prosecutors seized on the narrative of murder-for-hire, targeting Ross Ulbricht with accusations that would shape public perception and fuel the prosecution's case. Curtis Green, a name frequently cited in connection with these claims, became a focal point in a story designed to demonize Ulbricht. Yet as we look closer, we find the tale riddled with inconsistencies and corruption. While Ross was imprisoned, the Silk Road's admin account, known as DPR, continued to be accessed, an undeniable fact buried under a massive 4-terabyte data dump given to Ross's lawyers just before trial. This crucial evidence was hidden until months after the trial had concluded, leaving Ross at a severe disadvantage. In February 2014, Ross was indicted, yet the murder-for-hire charges were conspicuously absent. The indictment focused on other allegations, yet the seeds of doubt had already been sown. Fast forward to the trial in 2015, where these unfounded murder-for-hire claims were used by the judge to paint Ross in a negative light, despite no formal charges being brought. This blatant violation of the Sixth Amendment speaks to a larger issue of procedural injustice. The trial's proceedings were further tainted by the exclusion of critical evidence. Andrew Jones, a Silk Road employee, testified that a verification method, a handshake agreement between him and DPR, failed when attempted just before Ross's arrest. This was a key detail that could have exonerated Ross but was dismissed by the court. In February 2015, Ross Ulbricht was found guilty. The case did not end with the verdict, rather it continued to unravel. By April 2015, investigations revealed that federal agents involved in the Silk Road probe, including Force & Bridges, were themselves corrupt, embezzling funds and framing Ross in a vile betrayal of their duties. Ross was sentenced to 2 life terms plus 40 years in May 2015, with no chance of parole. The sentencing documents, unsealed in October 2015, reveal the judge's motivations: a disdain for Ross's dangerous libertarian ideology, and a desire to combat lawlessness associated with Bitcoin. This harsh sentence was a clear statement against the ideals Ross represented, rather than an objective assessment of his actions. In July 2018, the murder-for-hire charges were finally dismissed with prejudice. Curtis Green, one of the alleged victims, came forward to expose how he was threatened and blackmailed by the corrupt agents who had the power to manipulate and impersonate, further tarnishing the integrity of the investigation. As of July 2024, the landscape has shifted. Many involved in the Silk Road, whether drug dealers, corrupt federal agents, or other key figures, are now free, with some having been released for a long time. Yet Ross Ulbricht remains imprisoned, a stark reminder of a justice system that has failed him and many others. We stand today to highlight the injustices faced by Ross Ulbricht and to call for a re-examination of his case. The corruption, the hidden evidence, and the manipulation have all led to an unjust imprisonment. Ross's case is not just about one man's fate, but about the fundamental principles of justice and accountability. To Ross Ulbricht, and to those who continue to fight for truth and fairness, know that you are not alone. We, as Anonymous, will continue to expose the corruption and demand the accountability that has long been overdue. We are Anonymous. We are blockchain. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.